Think your Ford diesel is bulletproof? Think again. I've seen 6.0, 6.4s, 6.7s, and transit diesels blow up at under 100,000 miles, not because they were bad engines, but because the owner was doing a handful of everyday driving habits they didn't even know were harmful. And the worst part? Most of these habits feel normal, even harmless. I'm telling you right now, your Ford diesel can last 500,000 miles. I've seen it with my own eyes, but if you keep doing the things I'm about to show you, you're quietly shaving years off your engine, turbo, injectors, DPF, and fuel system. Hey folks, I'm RJ. I've been wrenching on Ford diesels for over 20 years now, everything from old 7.3s and 6.0s to the newer 6.7 Powerstrokes and the transit diesel vans. I've seen the good, the bad, and the absolutely heartbreaking when it comes to how these engines get treated. And let me tell you, diesels don't die from mileage. Diesels die from habits. So today I'm walking you through the 7 driving habits that quietly destroy Ford diesel engines, without you even knowing you're doing it. Some of these are so common that 9 out of 10 diesel owners do them daily. And habit number 10? It is the #1 killer of the modern 6.7 Powerstroke, and most owners don't even know the system exists. Stick around, this one's important. Habit number 1, cold starting and driving off immediately. Let's start with the habit I see every single winter, cold start abuse. I don't care if you've got a Super Duty or a transit diesel, cold starts are when the most damage happens. And the worst habit, starting the truck and immediately putting it into gear. Diesel oil is thick. When it's cold, it's basically syrup. And that thick oil hasn't reached your turbo bearings, camshaft lobes, lifters, or high-pressure fuel components in the first few seconds. If you start the truck, throw it in drive, and pull away, you're spinning components at thousands of RPM with almost no lubrication. I had a guy with a 2019 F250 who remote started his truck, waited 10 seconds, jumped in, and drove straight off to work. By 80,000 miles, his turbo shaft had play I could see without touching the thing. That turbo didn't fail because it was a Ford problem. It failed because the engine never got oil circulation before it was asked to work. Correct habit? Start the truck, let it idle 30 to 45 seconds. Do not rev it. Drive gently until both coolant and oil temps are up. Save the boost and towing for when the engine is actually warm. That tiny change adds years to your turbo's life. Habit number 2, excessive idling, the silent diesel killer. Look, I know, diesel owners love to idle. They idle at job sites, drive-thrus, parking lots, warming up, cooling down, you name it. But let me be straight with you. Long idling destroys diesel engines. When a diesel idles, combustion temperatures are low, too low, and low temps mean incomplete burn. And that means soot. So much soot that it ends up coating your EGR valve, DPF, turbo vanes, intake manifold, piston rings, and here's the big one, fuel dilation. Diesels at low temperature wash raw fuel down the cylinder walls. That fuel ends up in the oil. I've drained oil from 6.7s that smelled like straight diesel. That is bearing damage waiting to happen. I maintain a fleet of bucket trucks that idle all day. The trucks that idle 5 to 7 hours daily always need turbo cleaning, EGR replacement, DPF regens, oil changes every 3,000 miles, injectors by 150,000 miles. Meanwhile, trucks with low idle times last almost twice as long. Correct habit? If you're idling more than 60 to 90 seconds, shut it off. If you must idle, using power tools, PTO, etc., use high idle mode. And never idle in cold weather for long. Use a block heater instead. Your diesel isn't a generator. Habit number 3, lugging the engine. This one makes me want to scream sometimes. Drivers think low RPM means efficiency. Nope, not for diesels. Not when towing and not under load. Picture this. You're towing 10,000 pounds at 1,200 RPM. The truck feels like it's working. You think you're treating it gently. Nope, you're killing it. Here's why lugging is deadly. Low RPM equals low oil pressure. Low RPM equals turbo struggling. High load at low RPM equals sky-high cylinder pressures. High pressure equals rod journal bearing wear. Low RPM equals turbo vane soot buildup, and low RPM equals EGT's spike unpredictably. I had a 2014 F350 owner who lugged his truck constantly towing a fifth wheel. Never downshifted, always let it pull. By 120,000 miles, the head gaskets were toast. He thought it was a Ford issue. Nope, it was lugging. Plain and simple. Correct habit? Tow in the 1800 to 2300 RPM range. Downshift before hills. Never floor it at 1200 RPM. Let the diesel breathe and work in its torque band. This one change prevents thousands in repairs. Habit number 4, hot shutdown after heavy load. This right here is a turbo killer. Alright, now, this one right here might be the most common diesel mistake I see on road trips, campgrounds, farms, and construction sites. And it kills turbos, quietly, slowly, expensively. Here's what happens. You're towing up a hill. You're hauling a heavy trailer. You're climbing a grade. Your EGTs are running hot. Your turbo is spinning like crazy. Then you finally reach the top, pull into the parking spot or rest area, and you shut the truck off immediately. I'm telling you right now, that is one of the fastest ways to destroy a turbocharger on a Ford diesel. Because when you turn the engine off after a heavy pull, a few very bad things happen at the same time. 1. The turbo is still extremely hot. We're talking 700 to 1,000 plus degrees on the turbine side. 2. Oil stops circulating instantly. When the engine shuts off, your oil pump stops. Your turbo bearings are still cooking hot, with no oil flow. 3. The oil trapped inside the turbo cooks into carbon. This is called cooking. Once that oil turns to carbon, it scratches the turbo bearings and ruins them. 4. Repeated cooking equals turbo failure. I've seen 6.7 Powerstroke diesels die at 70,000 miles because the owner shut the truck off immediately after towing. Here's a real shop story. A guy with a 2016 F350 used his truck to tow horses. He'd pull into the barn, turn the engine off right away, and walk off. No cooldown. Ever. By 85,000 miles, turbo sounded like a dentist drill. Shaft play so bad the blades touched the housing. $2,100 replacement. This wasn't a Ford issue. It was a habit issue. Correct habit? After towing, climbing hills, hauling loads, or hard driving, let the truck idle 2 to 4 minutes. Watch your EGTs drop under about 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, then shut down. It doesn't matter if it's a 6.0, 6.4, 6.7, or transit diesel. They all need cooldown after hard work. This single habit doubles turbo lifespan. Easy. Habit number 5, short trip driving, the DPF assassin. This habit right here is sneaky, and it destroys modern diesel engines. I consider short trip driving the #1 enemy of DPF systems and a top 3 killer of the modern 6.7. Let me break it down. Modern diesels rely on heat, high heat, consistent heat, long enough to complete burn cycles and regen cycles. Short trips? Those never let the truck reach operating temperature. Here's what happens on a typical 2 to 5 minute drive. 1. Turbo never gets warm. Cold turbo equals poor lubrication equals binding equals soot buildup. 2. Combustion stays too cool. Cool combustion equals heavy soot. 3. Soot overloads the DPF. DPFs need full temperature highway runs to burn soot. Short trips never allow it. 4. Regens fail. The truck tries to regen but gets shut down early. Repeated interruptions overload the DPF. 5. Fuel dilution. Extra fuel injected for regen washes down cylinder walls, contaminates the oil. 6. EGR gets choked. Cold, sooty air cycling through clogs the EGR faster than you'd believe. 7. Intake manifold sludge. Short trips equal cold EGR equals condensation plus soot equals thick tar in the intake. I had a 2020 F350 with only 22,000 miles come into the shop running horribly. The owner lived less than 2 miles from work. Every day was start, drive for 2 minutes, park, repeat. At 22,000 miles, he had a clogged DPF, turbo vane sticking, fuel in the oil, Sooted EGR, rough idle, poor mileage. This was a brand new truck with old man problems. Correct habit? If you must do short trips, then once a week, take a 25 to 30 minute highway drive. Keep the RPM around 1900 to 2200. Let the truck hit full operating temp. Let regen complete. Give your diesel a good workout at least once a week. Habit number 6, bad towing technique. Diesel trucks love towing, but they hate bad towing habits. Let me tell you the patterns I see. Mistake number 1, towing in too high a gear. People think lower RPM equals better miles per gallon. That's wrong for diesels under load. It causes lugging, which we covered already. Mistake number 2, riding the brakes downhill. This overheats rotors, fluid, and destabilizes the truck. Mistake number 3, letting transmission temps spike. I've seen trans temps hit 230 to 250 Fahrenheit just because the driver didn't manually downshift on hills. Mistake number 4, flooring it while towing. Instant EGT spikes equals turbo plus exhaust system abuse. Mistake number 5, towing in cruise control on steep grades. Cruise control will floor the truck to maintain speed. EGT spike city. Mistake number 6, not letting the turbo cool after a tow. We covered that already. Turbo death. Real story. A customer with a 2018 F250 towed a big camper every weekend. Never paid attention to RPM, temps, or grades. Let the truck stay in high gear at 1300 RPM climbing long hills. By 90,000 miles, he needed a new turbo, new EGR valve, transmission service, new intercooler boots, all from bad towing habits. Correct towing habits. Keep RPM at 1800 to 2400 under load. Downshift before the engine struggles. Watch EGTs. Avoid cruise control on steep hills. Let the turbo cool after towing. Your Ford diesel was built to tow, just not to be abused. Habit number 7, riding the turbo too hard. The turbo on a Powerstroke is a masterpiece of engineering, but it's also incredibly fragile when abused. And the problem these days is torque comes on fast in modern diesels, which means drivers love to stomp on the pedal. Here's what kills turbos over time. Full boost before warm-up. Cold oil plus fast-spinning turbo equals wear. Long periods of sustained boost. Constant high heat. Rapid throttle on-off. Makes vanes stick. Dirty oil. Kills turbo bearings. Air filter neglect. Sandblasts the compressor. Overloading the turbo. Flooring it with huge trailers in high gear. I've replaced more 6.7 Powerstroke turbos than I can count. And most of the owners say the same thing. I didn't do anything wrong, but their boost habits told the real story. Too much boost too early, too much boost too long, too much boost on cold oil. Correct habit? No boost until oil temp is warm. Avoid full throttle under 1700 RPM. Ease into power. Keep the air filter clean. Let the turbo cool after heavy pulls. Treat the turbo right and it'll last 200,000, 300,000 miles. Hey, if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Seriously. It means you actually care about your Ford diesel and you want it to last. Do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. Helps the channel reach more Ford owners who have no idea they're making these mistakes. And drop a comment down below with your Ford diesel model and your mileage. I love seeing how far you folks push these trucks when you take care of them. All right, let's wrap this up. Look. Here's the truth about Ford diesels. Whether you've got a Super Duty, a Transit diesel, a 6.0, 6.4, 6.7, doesn't matter. Diesels don't die from age. Diesels die from habits. The way you warm them up, the way you idle, the way you tow, the way you shut them down, the way you treat your DPF, the way you pick fuel, the way you maintain the fuel system. It all matters. I've seen Ford diesels hit 500,000 miles on original turbos and injectors. I've also seen them die at 60,000 miles. The difference was never the engine. It was always the owner's habits. So, if you want your diesel to live a long, strong life, remember, warm up right, avoid idling, don't lug, cool the turbo, avoid short trips, tow smart, watch boost habits, respect regen, don't baby it, protect your fuel system. If you follow these habits, your Ford diesel will outlast you. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Next week's video? 7 diesel myths that are costing Ford owners thousands. You don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. Take care of your Ford diesel, and it'll take care of you for years to come.